All right, let's rock right into it. I'm gonna do this review. I'm already multiple days late. Do I have a hard stop at 7:15 in like 45 minutes? Damn right. But this album's 47 minutes. We'll make it work. We got the fresh LaCroix. Boom. I know just enough about the lore to not know anything at all. So, Bishops, CLANCY, everything else that came with Scaled and Icy, we're gonna see. I've only heard two of the singles, so Overcompensate and Next Semester. Really liked them both. The Next Semester did grow on me, which was I think the last thing I reacted to. Yeah, with that in mind, let's jump right in. I'm hoping for. I mean, they said welcome back to Trench. Let's see if we can get there. Probably gonna move around a lot through Overcompensate. Really enjoyed it, but have heard it a lot now. Oh, didn't realize. Okay, so it's Overcompensate Next Semester back to back. So I got the first two on lock, and then after that we shall see. This really does have elements of the Prodigy. Right it. Not gonna lie, this piece right here grew on me, but at first I was like, "Oh, I do not know if I like." But with the tight enough production that it has, it actually really grows on me. Okay, I barely reacted to that. I know. I literally it's been on repeat since I knew this album was coming. Next Semester, though, I mean, same difference. Track 3 is really where we're going to get into it. That piece and how crisp it is like really made me come back to this song. I think I haven't heard his voice so clear in a long time, or at least letting it kind of come through, than on Self-Titled and a bit of Vessel, but even then it was like mixed kind of poorly. So yeah, still got his vocal pipes for sure. Again, the percussion on this track like just makes it into like some pop punk style mixed with a bunch of other stuff, but I really enjoyed it. I kind of wonder overall too what the theme, while this plays in the background, this bridge. I mean, I don't know what the theme of this is. Based on some of the lore, I mean, it's titled CLANCY. Is this like the end of an era? The only slight hint of things I've been seeing is everyone on the subreddit panicking about a double album. And honestly, I don't browse it enough to understand what they're talking about, but that'd be cool. Okay, we're moving into the next track. The first track that I haven't heard, Backslide, which a lot of these had videos too. I mean, I'm already going to be struggling not to get copyrighted out of my mind, so I'll hold off on any videos. Okay. Dude sounds like he just recorded that on his iPhone. Where are we going? 21 Pilots, man. Oh, some heavy 808s or whatever. Yo, hold on, what? Let me pull up the lyrics. Bad place on $100 bass, kind of wishing that I never did Saturday. This is the only thing I did. I also saw people commenting on this. Yeah, man, I kind of wish you didn't do Saturday either. Slow down on Friday, whatever. Dude, I liked Bounce Man probably more than I liked Saturday, which is just not even Scaled and Icy. I enjoyed it. It was just a fun poppy thing, but it was those last two tracks that changed the tone all the way, and I needed more of that. That was, it was like 2/10 of the entire album was the actual like, oh, we're not doing the gimmick that it's all happy-go-lucky, we're gonna get serious. And I don't know why it took so long to get there. That everything else kind of lacked there after. Anyway, interesting. Okay, keep going. Let me take a minor pause. I don't want to backslide to where I've started from. There's no chance I will shake this again because I feel the pool waters over my head. Strength enough for one more time. My hand above the tide. Oh, man. It's interesting. I mean, it's just one of those where it's like, obviously, throughout the course of every moment of his discography, he struggled with depression and talked about other form, self-harm, just other things in general. And he's quite literally saying, like, nope, if I backslide, like, I don't think I have the energy or the strength, but I got it. I got one more in me right now to reach my hand above the tide. Interesting. This is a fun chorus. Well, fun, not maybe that word. I like the chorus. I love there's like a scream chorus in the background or something. I really like that. I'm a sucker for gang vocals. That was a good track. Okay. It's a thumbs up. Midwest Indigo, I believe, is the next track. What in the Stranger Things season 5 am I listening to? Some like M83-esque. I mean, it sounds like Trench as well. Bandito, almost. Ooh. Hey, Josh Dunn. This is catchy. I wonder where they're going. I don't want to like read too much into what Midwest Indigo is. Maybe it's simple, but okay. I mean, it's a good track. It's good. It's visceral. Paints a picture of a literal like the Midwest cold. I feel like I don't love it. Sorry, too old to way. Okay. I think it's painting a good picture, right? The colors in the sky. You're getting in your car, you're driving, and you're there before the heater even kicks in. Like I've been, we've all probably had days like that. It's wintertime. It's giving images of cold and seasonal depression, everything else in between. So I'm enjoying. If this is a next semester and this are indicators of things to come, the drums are going to be perfect for this album. Right into Routines in the Night. This is the most vocoder we've had so far. I wonder if people are going to dislike that. This album has been a little... I mean, they're pop music, but there's something in between. I wonder if people are going to be rubbed raw a little bit by how digital it is. I'm going to read the lyrics here a little bit. Okay, yeah. It took me half the song to figure it out. I was like, places saying stay out. The song is called Routines in the Night, and I'm like, well, it's either literal routines or it's when you lay down and you start running through the same circles that you always go through. And then he's saying, through the memories down the halls of my head. Okay, makes much more sense. I don't want to say this is the most radio-friendly song yet, but it's the most radio-feeling song. Which Overcompensate got played. But this is, well, if I could be a harsh critic, which I don't want to be, but as much as I love 20 Pilots, this is a forgettable song, and also, it's taken the energy away from me a little bit, which, it's fine, I mean, but we're only, how many tracks is this, 13, right? Yeah, we're 13 tracks in, or rather, not 13 tracks in, there are 13 tracks, and we're only 5 songs in, and just kind of took all the wind out of the sails. I'm really sounding like I hated it. I didn't hate it. It's just I'm ready for Vignette, the next song already, and have been for a minute or two. So some strings. Okay. Oh, a bittersweet symphony. An eagle. Go. Yo. There's some energy. That's what they're best at. What is this song about? I'm enjoying it a lot. Bring a little fight to the song. But I know it's not literally about zombies and Frankenstein and flesh and whatever. Fighting off the Vignette. That was a little cheesy. Denial. Yeah, I feel like I lacked on the message here a little bit, but way to bring it back from Routines in the Night of energy-wise. I wasn't sure if they were going to, based on how it kind of started slow, but then they brought some fight. Going straight into the Craving, Jenna's version. That was a solid run of tracks. I mean, I figured this is a sappy song, because it's Jenna's version. Some people were really not stoked on seeing that in the title track of, but whatever. Which reminds me of a little bit like an Oasis song or something. It's a sweet one though. Oh, okay. Good little vocal. This is a crisp vocal. Leave some imperfections in, which is what you need for a ballad. I like that. I mean, it's an interesting song in general, and especially the way it's being put of like one. I mean, I think he talks in the first set around his craving. I hope I communicate the craving. So he's saying he has a craving, and then when she wants to ride off in the waves to the end of her days, I hope he can satiate her craving, right? There's a craving, should be a mixed craving between them two. And then it's interesting talking about, or hope that I can satiate the craving, and now I can see that a gesture doesn't mean much, and at the end, Now I see intentions don't mean much. I mean, it's pretty, nothing really to investigate there, but it's true. It's just saying, you know, best of intentions, or just maybe making a gesture. No, I need to say it. You know, really put it out there into the world about how much you probably appreciate someone. Okay. Liked it. Good. Now come over the top with just a banger. Hit me with Lavish. Come on. Ooh. Way to set a soundscape there. Set front and back parts of my brain right now. Ooh, sick chorus though. Jesus. I mean, guy, get on with it.
Big flex, complex, Napoleon. I say whatever and whatever that I want. I'm talking tough happily with someone in front of me. Tell your friends that follow bots anonymous.
Might be the best verse on the album yet, though. He's grooving on it. It's a fine intro and it's a fine outro. I'm happy with that being like, it's lavish. There's grand strings and a symphony behind, but oh my gosh, that was like 35 seconds in the middle of the song, surrounded by coolness. Like I don't know. Maybe I don't understand music. I don't understand theory. But as a listener, I was like, great. I don't care about this chorus. Navigating, though. Hold on. I hear a guitar. I hear starting drums. Yeah. Give me some more Next Semester in here. I like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, what was that? Josh Dunn. That's okay. That's cool. I like this song. I'm save some thoughts for the end of the album. It's just it sounds like a different era. I mean, obviously of 21 Pilots, but it's cool that they changed, they pivoted. This isn't Trench. It's a pretty direct song. I like it. Struggling with death and mortality. Yeah. I'll take a vocal isolation bridge as well, if we're not half-timing. Yeah, bring it back in heavy. Strong track. That was good. Yeah, yeah. Bring in the epic drums. And the guitar in the back too. Awesome. That was a great track. Big thumbs up. Going into Snapback. I'll do this song, and then I gotta get out of here. We'll finish up the last three, and I'll be in a whole different outfit. So okay. It's a backslide. You said not to do that earlier. Specifically wrote it in the song. So he's struggling. I mean, he's like, I don't want to backslide. You know, wait, hold on. And then he also said, he's like, oh, he even asked for like, reach into the tide and grab me, you know, and backslide, you know, pull, you know, from the tide. And then he bites the hand that helps him. I mean, that's a common phrase, but I think it's perfect. You know, it's right next to backslide. And you can see he's really struggling with maybe about to break again. Maybe, and I don't want to read too much into it, but I mean, if you take a man who seems like he has like everything, I mean, who knows how tough touring is, but I know he has a kid, you know, he's had such critical success, things have been going good, and he still feels like this pressure's there. It's an interesting dilemma. I mean, mental health doesn't matter who you are. Ooh, that's, yeah. Running from the thing that I kicked in 17. Shit, I remember 2017. I remember when Trench came out. I remember driving around in October. Unless it was 2018. At any rate, maybe he made, 17 or 18. I remember that time period well. I was in college and driving around listening to the album and, okay. So he's saying he's trying to run away from it. I wonder if this is like, oh, it's you, it's Blurry Face, or it's Clancy, like, welcome back. I mean, I think it's just a metaphor. Not saying much, I'm just letting it play out. I have some thoughts closing, though, some important ones. This song was super important for me to really accelerate and improve the standing of this album. Overcompensate, Next Semester, Backslide. You're like, boom, 3 tracks back to back. They got message, they got meaning, they're heavy, and then but they're moving, they're grooving, they're saying, don't fall back into your old ways, don't overcompensate. There's always Next Semester. I mean, I'm calling out the titles, right? But then we went on this stretch where it's like routines in the night. Okay, that one I guess is about mental problems, like don't go into those patterns. I don't know. I just didn't feel that one. Vignette was about running through the woods. I didn't quite get it. Craving was a love song. Lavish felt, while it was fun, kind of like a waste of time. And then Navigating was pretty direct about navigating the path of his own head. But it just felt like I was lacking the thematic elements of this whole album. I guess after describing it out loud, it actually does flow pretty well. But I think that I wasn't sure what the point of why they were making this was. You don't always need a point, but it's 21 Pilots. I mean, half their songs are just layered with really, I'm emotionally distraught, or Trench is a massive lore album, but also with a lot of real things. I mean, neon lights and great neon gravestones. There we go. Wow, not neon trees. Anyway, but things like that, really heavy topics, and I was just kind of waiting for them to say what they wanted to say, and now I feel like I'm picking up on it with Backslide and Snapback and other things like that. So, all right, we're back. Whew, okay. Energy lower. They should add weight classes to jiu-jitsu. Anyway, but spirits are high. We got, what's next? Oldies Station. I like it. Gotta get some electrolytes in me after.
Only consistency stand
That's interesting. I can't tell if I like it. Okay, so it's a reprieve. It's an alternate to what's already been pushed. Feels more upbeat. We're entering into the last leg of the album, so makes sense. Okay, never mind. Back to being sad. Okay, attempt number 3. Where were we? Sorry, camera died. It's given some Vessel vibes. Oh, especially this part. Is it gonna be a fan favorite? Probably not. Is it a nice, cheerful song? Well, cheerful enough, and a good message needed near the last third of the album, or last leg? 100%. Are we moving right into the last song? Oh, got 2. Okay. It was fun. Definitely gonna need to re-listen to this kind of stretch of Snapback, and then rather navigating into Snapback into Oldies Station. Going right on into At Risk of Feeling Dumb, which is a real 21 Pilots title. There's the drums, man. The drums are one of the best parts of this album. Compared to Trench, these songs are they're well produced, but they're feeling a little thin. I don't want anyone. It's got a little bit of, it got the vocoder. But we have these little synths in the background, and that's kind of it. Granted, I love the snares and the hi-hats and whatnot, but okay. See, it's a minute and a half in, and I don't know, it's kind of a repetitive pattern. But this sounds good. But I know he's gonna take away the guitar here in a second. It's gonna go back to being thin. Me and my love is you. You don't have to drop me. Alright, I'm having some thoughts, for sure. Lots of these choruses in this album, they're forgettable. But then the verses are so good. And then these big crescendos. Yeah. Great song, though. This one I'll probably listen to for sure. Put it right on some playlists. Nice. Bringing the bass or the kick. It's a fun ending, yeah. It's an exciting song when it is exciting. I worry, the critique is going to be it sounds like 21 Pilots, because this is, at times, some pretty typical sounds. But overall, the production and they did not go back to Trench all the way, so I think they've done really good. But I think we're at the last song then, right? Paladin Strait, 6.5 minutes. Let's dial in. Where are we going? Every other ender has been so dark. Redecorate. City? No. I forget what was the ending of Trench, but it's kind of just a builder. So, not much to say. I'm reading the lyrics. 6.5 minutes. I wonder if we're going to build this to something big. I really hope we do. I mean, what else could you do? Repeat multiple choruses 6 times? But, Bandito and Leave the City had great builds for as long a song they are. So did No Chances in the last album. Alright. I've given you 2.5 minutes to make some moves. Where are we going? Where are we going? It's time. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Little key change. There we go. Little symbol. These lyrics are not doing it for me, but I'm willing to hear it out. Yeah, go crazy, Josh. Get wild. Oh my god. Alright, wow. This is gonna sound... I really love 21 Pilots, but we're gonna run this again. I'm all in surrounded, put my money where my mouth is. Then we're gonna switch back to the first chorus. I mean, this is just... Maybe I need to stop being a hater and appreciate the parallel to Bandito, the song. But this is just Bandito, but worse. I mean, hey, we got pure lore coming at us next. Let's see it. I'm not against completely cutting out the music. It's kind of interesting. I'm kind of mad I looked at the lyrics now. I know that something's coming. This is just a word. I wonder, is there a music video for this? Was there something happening that whole time? Maybe that's just me not watching the music video, but...
So few, so proud, so emotional. Hello, Clancy.
Interesting. I mean, it's a soup. No, don't play something else. Thanks, Dominic Fike. Sure. Let's get that out of here. Okay. I mean, it is an artistic ending to an album, right? It's a It's not a crowd. Well, maybe it's a crowd pleaser for the real fans, but you know, it's not a radio ender, nor has it ever been for 21 Pilots. But do I kind of see where they're going with maybe there's a double album? Because wouldn't it be freaking cool, you know, Hello Clancy, drop a double album and it's just hard hitting, because this was, you know, pretty airy at times. Trying to think, the darkest sound was Overcompensate. It was an interesting ender. Again, I think it could have built. I think it could have crescendoed better. I think as an ender, it again paid homage to parts of Trench, but not in a way that felt new and refreshed. It's a good album. We got, I mean, this starting set is amazing. Okay, I liked Midwest Indigo, Routines in the Night. They felt like they had something going on. Vignette kind of lost me. The Craving. I mean, these are all... okay, did I dislike a single song? Maybe Lavish? I don't know. But this is a weak part. The middle of the album was pretty weak. We found our footing again with Navigating and Snapback, where we felt like we were saying something. And then just kind of went on a run that was okay. Okay on the way out. But definitely some real winners. I think they chose their singles well. Yeah. I don't want to say they backed themselves into a corner, but I wonder from an artistic standpoint if that is the end of like the Trench era, or, you know, probably they're going to make more music, but is it going to be lore driven? I really think that, like, with that ending, I kind of thought that it was done. I thought that Clancy or whoever, I thought he escaped, or I thought maybe we were moving on. I thought Nico was dead or something. Again, I should have done more research, but if he gets to the top of the tower, opens the door, and the fuse, the proud, the emotional, this song will never be on the radio. If he's still there, and now it's going to be like a next album is technically them fighting, and yeah. I wonder if Tyler gets nervous about making songs that are trying to be that, and then also appeal to, you know, a wider demographic. They're a huge band, one of the largest in pop right now. So overall, yeah, I guess I'll wrap it up there. It was a great album. I'm really glad now I can stop not listening to it. I've been putting it off, and it's just been sitting there, and I haven't heard anything come onto my like Discover Weekly or my DJ, which thankful for that. So now I'm ready to put it on repeat. Find the songs I really like. I think the Craving will probably grow on me in different contexts and settings. I think navigating and Snapback, those songs I mentioned at the start, will really be on repeat. And yeah, okay. 21 Pilots, Clancy. Excited to see if anything comes out of it next. Overall satisfied. Much better than Scaled and Icy. Even though Scaled and Icy was like still good. It was pleasant on the ears, but it was not what I wanted from 21 Pilots. This is what I wanted, and I'm happy with it. It may have sounded like I had more pessimism, especially near the end, I was just getting a little bit tired of the choruses, the softer parts of the chorus, and then it would build to be this great mix. And I think Trench navigated that so well of not being repetitive, and having energy in this crazy dark mixes and building a soundscape. I know that Lavish did that as well, and pretty well, you know, and sort of routines in the night of building this this image in your head. So otherwise though, solid album. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.